Right, yes, people, welcome to the Real Talk Football TV podcast. Like, comment, and subscribe. We've got 1906, Tobias and Frenchie. Premier League all-time XI. From 1992 all the way up to 2001. The rules are, we'll pick our own Premier League XI, discuss it, and then we'll try and pick one together. Everybody understand?
Are you mean only Premier League players?
What do you call? He says Premier League XI. What do you think, man?
That's dead, man.
Where do you want to bring it? Whoa.
What do you want? What do you want? The world XI.
World players, isn't it? Or like you pick from everywhere. So if I have like Premier players,
we'll be here forever.
We'll be here.
It's actually easier because I think the Premier League is so rubbish. So no one in the Premier League will make it. I'll just backdate it.
What the fuck is this guy? You need to let off the fucking What the hell? Yeah. Let's start again. The Premier League XI. Premier League XI. From 1992 to 2021.
Hold on, though. What age did Frenchie come over, though? Nah, you know what it was.
Yeah, it's true, you know.
I missed the whole of the era.
Yeah, man, I missed the whole of the 90s. Whole of the 90s, early 2000s and that.
It must have been because he supports Chelsea.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I can see why it goes over 45 minutes. All right, yeah. Premier League XI from 1992 to 2021. We'll go around. We'll do first the goalkeeper and your defense. If you've got a back four, back three, that's we'll see how it goes. But 906, we'll start off with you from the goalkeeper into your defense. What have you got? A back four, back three?
Formation, yeah, formation.
What's your formation?
I'm going for a back four.
You going back four, yeah?
Back four.
All right, so what's your goalkeeper?
Brad Friedel. No. I'm going Schmeichel in goal.
Yeah.
Out there on the left, Ashley Cole.
Yeah.
In the middle, Rio and Sol.
Yeah. All right, decent.
And then Neville out on the right. As much as I want Trent in there,
that's in 10 years' time. Yeah.
He hasn't got the trophies, so I'm putting Neville at the back. It hurts.
It's
hard, isn't it? Because are we looking at sort of longevity? Or are we looking at? You've got some great players that were there for a short period of time, innit?
Well, that's what I'm saying. So it can't. I think it's got to be a bit of both. It can't be your favorite players. It's got to be favorite players, but they have to have some sort of body of work in it.
And Neville is no way my favorite. Trent all day long.
But Gary Neville's body of work is serious. If you look at it, and his consistency level. So I can't stand him. And I was looking at mine. I really don't want to put him in there, but it's a sticky one. But that's a decent back four. So you've got Schmeichel in goal, Ashley Cole, Sol, Rio, and Gary. Yeah, that's a decent back line, to be fair. Tobias, what have you got? You got a back four?
Initially, Chris has got sort of my one picked out, to be fair. I'm going 4-3-3.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Schmeichel. I think everyone might as well just call it quits on this one.
Seaman was close.
I was going to do one of two things. I was either going to put Ashley at left back, but I'm going to go Irwin just because Chris has gone. Ashley.
He's got Dennis. Dennis, what player, by the way?
Tekkers.
What player?
And because he's right, he's even-footed. He could have played on the right. So my plan was to put him, Ashley left, Irwin right back, I'm going to go Irwin left. Centre halves, good partnership. It's a debate, isn't it? Because Terry, you got to give Terry a shout, to be fair.
Yeah, 100%.
I hate Terry, but you got to give Terry a shout.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I know. Terry, Rio, Sol, and Yap. Yap's body of work because he didn't spend enough time. So
yeah.
But yeah, so I'll probably go Terry and Rio, the unlikely partnership.
Imagine them two in the changing room. Oh, mate.
What did you say to my brother?
So you got Schmeichel, Dennis Owen, Rio, Terry.
Ideally, I would have went Yap. Right back burns me, but it's Trent.
You going Trent already? Wow.
I'm going Trent. I'm sorry.
Trent, but Trent's body of work can't come to Gary.
I don't care though. He can't.
Can I just say that's what played me? Because I think Trent is a much better player. Better player. But because he hasn't been around and he hasn't done the time.
But then what we're going to do it in 5 years' time? If we do it in 5 years' time, it might. But I don't know. For me,
can I swap?
I can't. I'm doing it just because it's hard, isn't it? You putting in the 11 that's done the work, or
that's what I'm saying. So I think you've got to mix and match. You've got to have your favourite players, or you've got to have body of work.
I could easily go for Gary, but Gary's United and he's a stalwart. We know what Gary's about. But in terms of doing something different and what I haven't seen, I'll go Trent.
Oh man, I didn't know the rules, man. I didn't know the rules. Damn.
All right, so
someone's got to have Gary, because if someone didn't put Gary in there, I would have put Gary in there. So.
All right, so you've got Schmeichel, Trent, Terry, Rio, Dennis Irwin. Oh, decent. Dennis Irwin. I forgot all about him, to be fair. What a player.
He's on my bench.
He's on your bench, yeah? All right. Well, wait then. Don't tell us it. The show be over. Don't tell us yet. All right. Frenchie, who have you got? What's your back line? I can't hear you, man.
I said my mind is just everything just gonna shamble. So anyway, I'm just gonna go for it. Gonna go 4-4-2 basic. I'm gonna go Van der Sar and goal.
Oh, what a goalkeeper.
Ashley Cole.
Yeah.
Gallus,
you know. Must go the French connection, you know.
Yes.
There's one thing. I'm not too sure yet if he was in a year or not. But maybe I think it's old school. If I put Desai Terry, that's not working.
They're the Premier League era. They're the Premier League era. So you got Gallus right back.
Yeah.
My man went for the full Chelsea.
Yeah. I should have stuck with the Rafa Euro Cup.
The crazy thing is, that's what I'm saying. I didn't really have time to think.
No,
it's like my whole team probably gonna be Chelsea.
You know what,
anyway.
You can't deny it. You can't deny it.
But as we say, Van der Sar, what a goalkeeper, by the way. Like, I somehow, I know he flopped, not even flopped. It just in Italy, it just didn't work out. And somehow
he went all right for Juventus.
Nah, he weren't that when he come from Ajax. He weren't the Van der Sar, but somehow he ended up in Fulham, which was bonkers.
Yeah, that was mad.
He just ended up in Fulham. That wasn't it. Like, he ended up in Fulham. And the thing is as well, and no one kind of took a punt on him when he was at Fulham. He was at Fulham for a while, for a couple of years. A couple of years. And then Fergie's like, is it only me one that this guy is one of the best goalkeepers in the planet? And he was an absolute ledge for Man United. And he was kind of the ones who started off the ball-playing goalkeepers. Like, it's been a myth, like, ball-playing goalkeepers have started, like, this, last few years. Van der Sar was doing this. Yeah, shouldn't have been. Van der Sar was doing this from time. Spraying passes.
Top wins now.
Yeah. So like people forget. Like these youngsters like think like Ellison and Allison the only ones who can play ball. Neuer. Van der
Listen,
Sar's
you
been
go back
doing this
to West Ham days and Marvin Day.
But this is what I mean. Chris, I know Chris, OG will start spitting all the old ones, like,
I remember
Premier League era. You know what? My father-in-law always tells me, like, yeah, like he starts reeling off players, and I've never heard of them. I'm like, I think it's a generational thing. You know how old someone is by the players that they're starting to.
No, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you what the boys are doing now. There's only quite a few of them was doing it back in the day. So when you see it now, you think, they got something.
Yeah, I hear you. So you got Van der Sar, Gallas, Terry, Desai, Ashley Cole, the whole Chelsea backline.
There's one more though. Okay, I'll go in midfield. Hold it.
Wait. Relax, man. just the goalkeeper and the defense at the moment.
I know.
Wait, because we've got to go around, didn't it? Just goalkeeper.
Okay.
Man didn't clock the scope, you know. Two people went before him.
Because you know what? While you guys was doing your thing, I was trying to figure it out because it just went.
I want to hear Shaq's though.
Yeah, so you got Van der Sar, Gallas, Terry, Desai. I was thinking about Desai, but Desai came old Desai. Yeah, Desai. So I've got. So basically, I done it is I was torn between Peter Schmeichel and Peter Cech because I think Peter Cech without the headband was ridiculous. Before the head guard, he was ridiculous. Yeah. Most clean sheets in the Premier League era. So, but you got to go with Peter Schmeichel. I think he was in the era of the best strikers in the Premier League. He had it was a ridiculous amount of strikers, and I think his presence, he weren't maybe not the best on the ball, but at that time he didn't need to. But his presence was just enough, and he's maybe the best goalkeeper I've ever seen on one-on-one situations. The way he used to spread himself. So
Jedi, you out.
Yeah, so I've gone Schmeichel just. I was going to go for Gary Neville, but I've gone for Lauren at Arsenal. People forget about him. And when I watched Lauren was ledge. And I think he was under the Invincibles.
Lauren was a beast. He was
bad. And people don't talk about him. And I think Lauren for Arsenal was a baller. And I know I had Gary, but I went for Lauren because you've got to have at least one Invincible in this Premier League era. You can't go no Arsenal, man. So I've gone. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If someone's got soul, I've gone for Lauren. I've got Lauren right back. I've gone Rio, but honourable mention to like Terry, Stam, Vidic, all of them, man. There, but I've gone for Rio. I think Rio's the best Premier League.
Ledley King, that injury.
Ledley came close.
Ledley. But I just think Rio's body of work, and I think he's the best defender to me, the Premier League scene. And I think if you take Vidic out of that Man United team, I think Man United still be fine. But if you take Rio out that Man United centre back line, I think Vidic struggles. So I've gone for Rio. With Rio, I've gone for Kompany. Reason being, I'll go for Kompany because I just think that 3-4 year period, I don't think I've seen the most dominant centre half in the Premier League era.
After he scored that goal, top corner, I'm surprised.
I know. I'm trying to take my emotions out of it, but I've gone for Kompany. Could have been Van Dijk, but I just think the body of work, and I'm trying not to be too biased, but I think Kompany was so dominant. It was like, when they won the league, I think under Mancini, he used to just ragdoll centre-halves, man. Centre-forward, sorry. Ragdoll him. Like, he would get important goals. He's a leader. He was great on the ball. He was great in the air. I've gone for him. And Ashley Cole, the best left-back to ever do it, man. Best of his generation. With maybe Roberto Carlos. Like, he gets in. Everyone respects Ashley Cole. When people talk about this golden generation, he was the top. I keep on saying he was the top of the tree out of it. Everyone talks about Scholes and Lampard. I've always said Ashley Cole is at the top. Yeah. If you look at every World Cup or Euros England have had, rest of them have flopped apart from Ashley Cole. He's always been good.
Right, Ashley Cole certified.
What a player! What a player! I just think like the disrespect that guy got in the press for some reason. He didn't do as much stuff what certain players did, and I think what a footballer! One of the best left backs of his generation. One of the best left backs in my generation, anyway. One of the best to ever do it. So I've gone Peter Schmeichel, Lauren, Rio, Company, and Ashley Cole. All right, so that's the defense. All right, 1906. What have you got in midfield? What's your midfield? Is it a 4 or a 3?
It's a 3.
It's a 3.
It's a 3. The Rock. Gerrard.
Stevie.
Right in there. What are you talking? Don't even start.
Stevie's ledge. Come on.
David Silva.
David Silva, yeah. What a baller. Oh,
and for me, De Bruyne.
No Vieira. No Makalele. No Scholes. No Yaya.
I'm also looking. I'm balancing out the
Lampard.
team. I'm balancing out the team as well. So a De Bruyne, Gerrard, and David Silva.
Kevin,
that's my middle.
David Silva. And who's the last one? So De Bruyne, David Silva.
Gerrard,
Stevie G. So you think Kevin De Bruyne is better than Yaya Toure? So if you had to pick, if you had £100 million, peak Yaya and peak Kevin De Bruyne, you think?
Wait, man, that's his. Football's opinions.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I'll go for De Bruyne. I'll go for De Bruyne.
There's no right or wrong answer in this, anyway.
No, I know. Yeah. I'll go for De Bruyne. I just think there's that element of, I don't know. It's that little spark. As I say, you know, when you see something from the back in the day, and you see it in a player. I don't know, that little spark that De Bruyne gives you when he's on the ball. Do you know what I mean? He can turn, he can twist, he can pass, he can put a ball on your head, he can shoot, scores goals all angles. De Bruyne.
No, I'll give you that. All right, no, fair play. All right, Tobias, your midfield. You got 4, 3, 2.
3.
You got 3.
3. Yeah.
What's your 3?
Horrible. This is. Guys, do I feel it with my?
No, go with it, man. Go with your heart, man. Go with your heart. There's no right or wrong answer.
It's horrible. You got Essien, Mac. Dumb.
I forgot about Essien. Oh man,
Essien.
Peak Essien before the injury.
Yeah, mad.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I took it down to Vieira or Keane, but you know me, man. I'm a Keane man.
Yeah,
Keane gets in any of my teams. I just need that leadership, that madman, just terrorizing people.
All right, we'll get round to that anyway. But I'd like to know who you lot think.
I don't think he's
Roy Keane. All right, Roy Keane.
Roy Keane, you got Xabi Alonso as well. Imagine.
Yeah,
Xabi's a beast, you know. What a player! I think Xabi Alonso was world class, but I think he kicked on when he went Real Madrid. When he went Real Madrid and Bayern, he was even better.
Yeah, Modders.
Oh
yeah, Modric.
I just thought of him. Oh,
Keep Modric, but he's another one he kicked on.
That's what I mean. It's like where do you draw the line?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna stick to my. I'm gonna have to go. Keane, Scholes, Gerrard.
He's got a British core. He's confident British core, Stevie G. He's got a British core. A British core.
And now I can't believe, you know what though? I'm thinking, can I leave Yaya out? But I'm only doing it because of longevity. Them man get the longevity shout. That's where we all get sticking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What about Vieira though?
I said Vieira though. I said it ended up being a toss-up of Keane or Vieira, but just through favoritism alone, I went for Keane. Do you know what I mean? If I'm looking unbiased, then I would have went for Vieira.
Yeah.
And really and truly, I hate Gerrard. But I've always said Scholes is the main, and then it's the last positions up for shouts, isn't it? So you got
honourable mention for Lampard as well. Like
I
goals
said Lampard earlier. I said, that's what I'm saying.
Lampard's goals. Like no matter what you say about him, this guy was racking 20 goals a season from midfield. Ridiculous.
Yeah, you got Yaya.
Ridiculous.
It's stupid, bro. You can go on in that midfield area. You can go on for days.
Yeah. There's no right or wrong answer.
Nah, so that's my setting.
So, all right, Keane, Gerrard, and Scholes. Frenchie.
Makelele, Scholes, Robin.
What are you going for? 3 or 4?
4.
Okay.
And Okocha.
It's got JJ. Oh, JJ. You know what? How Okocha's a mad one because he was so talented. How was he at Bolton?
He was at PSG though, wasn't
he? Yeah, he was at PSG, but he kind of tailed off and then Ronaldo come after him. But how did he end up at Bolton? And he was at Bolton forever.
You know
Come.
No, it was just what he asked because he came on Talk Sports this afternoon.
He was on there this morning. I heard a bit of it this morning. To be fair,
yeah, they was asking him the same question. He couldn't answer that, so nobody can answer it.
He would have walked into our team. He would have walked into our team. He would have loved Okocha. God,
that's the type of player he was, though, isn't it? If you know what I mean. Back in the day,
that's what I was about to say.
That type of player wasn't really appreciated.
No, they weren't. I know football. Like if you were skillful in the 90s, they would have kicked out of you. If you would have played now, he would have walked into any club in Europe.
He'd be a YouTube hero, wouldn't he?
Yeah, every club in Europe.
Pogba would be taking that back seat because JJ would be doing stupid stuff.
No, what he was doing was witchcraft, man. Do you know what I mean? They didn't understand that.
Oh, stop it. But my midfield 3. I'll put it this way. I know we're going to go for longevity. I think to me, the 3-year period, I think Yaya Toure is the best midfielder I've ever seen play in the Premier League. But he's not in my team just for the longevity. But there's a 3-year period. Yaya Toure, I don't think no one can touch him. No one. Yeah. He was playing. It was like men against boys. I've seen him picking up the balls, running through the whole team, scoring free kicks, penalties, assists. There was one, I think it was when they won the league. I think he got 20 goals, like 14 assists with no penalties or something like that. And he could do everything.
He's playing centre half for Barca a couple of years before.
Yeah, and he was. We all know him as literally as a holding midfield player. Then one day, Mancini played him in the number 10. It was a wrap. I was like, oh my God. It's like someone's just unleashed something like a beast. I was like, this guy was so good. Yaya Toure, like I've said, there's a 3-year period. I don't think I've seen a better midfield player in the Premier League era than him. But he doesn't make it. So I've gone Gerrard. I've got a holding midfield player. I've gone Makelele. And it's a toss-up between...
Just to put that out there, is the best ever.
Yeah, Makelele is the best holding midfield player ever.
It's the best ever.
But I don't know... No, I don't know if we saw the best Makelele at Chelsea. I think
not at Chelsea, but we all know who win it.
Robert Madrid of France. Robert Madrid of France. But I've gone Makelele, Gerrard, Scholes.
You've got to.
Reason why I've got... I would have had Yaya if he was done it for a few more years. I would have had Yaya, Makelele, Gerrard. But I've gone Scholes because he's the only English player who could dictate the tempo of a football match. England killed that guy. It was how he was playing on the wing was a joke. You're telling me you couldn't get all... No. How did he end up playing left midfield?
What happened to the free midfield back then, by the way? What happened? What happened?
What was the fixation with England playing 4-4-2? and getting. And they said, all right, we'll put Gerrard and Lampard in there with no holding midfield player, but we put Scholes, our best controlling midfield player, on the left. That's why Scholes retired so early. He's thinking, what the hell is this? But yeah, when you've got players like Zidane and Ronaldinho saying how great he is, Zidane, Xavi, Iniesta. When Zidane won the Ballon d'Or and he said, "You're the best player in the world," he said, "Just ask Paul Scholes." That's when you know. Them was his words.
You know the truth.
He said, "Ask Paul Scholes." When you hear the all-time greats say that, you've got to take notice in it. Them man play against each other. So I've gone for Scholes, Makelele, Gerrard.
But really and truly, I would have went Vieira, but I have to go.
Yeah. I was Vieira as well. Honorable mention to Vieira. Like you said, David Silva. David Silva as well. We forgot like Robert Perez. Oh my God, Robert Perez.
I to the wings. I ain't forgot. That's on the wings now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the formation, because if I choose another formation, I'll probably choose other players. But it's just gets technical.
Yeah. So I've got for a free. In my free. All right. What have you got? 906. You've got a front three. Is there a front two?
Front three.
Front three.
Out on the wing, Salah.
You got Salah. Mo makes it. Yeah.
In the middle,
Salah.
Shearer.
Who? So you got Shearer, Mo, Shearer,
and Henry.
Yeah, Henry, mate. He's Henry. What a player, Henry.
When you see my subs, then you understand my team.
No, serious. Like
serious.
OG stole my stuff again. I would have really went Henry on the left. Most
body of work. The 5 years, the goals he's got.
Henry on the left. Shearer's got. You can't do. I'm putting in players that I shouldn't even be putting in. Like Shearer. Back when I was younger, I hated Shearer.
So did I. But as you got older, you understood. Yeah.
But then obviously, so Shearer, it's about obviously look how many strikers you got, man. Like you can go through so many that it's just horrible.
It's horrible. It is horrible.
And then, who did I have on the right?
Who's your? So 1 minute, 1906. So you got Mo, Shearer, Henry. So Tobias, what have you got? 3 as well.
I got 3. Yeah. Now I'm trying to work out my 3 because I can't put Giggs too easy. Henry's got Henry. I got to fit Henry in there, so Henry goes on the left.
Giggs can't make it, bro. Giggs is not world class, man.
He ain't ready. He ain't ready for this.
You know, I'm not. It's too.
I'm not having Giggs. Giggs don't make the reserves, bro. Giggs had a world class career, never world class. Bell was better than Giggs. Gareth Bell was better than Giggs.
And again, Bell was meant to get in there.
But, Bell was a beast. Tottenham Bell. Oh God.
You know what the crazy thing is? He was on my list.
I'm putting Bell on the right. I'm going Bell on the right.
You're going Bell.
I have to put Bell in there as well.
Yeah.
So you got Bell.
Henry and Shearer. I forgot about Laetitia in the centre midfield as well. If you really.
No, man. Laetitia stayed at Southampton, bro.
Yeah, man. I don't get he was balling when he was there.
He weren't balling, bro. He was balling because he was the big fish in a small pond, bro. You should have went to Man United, Liverpool, and see if he was about that life, innit, man? I don't rate Laetitia.
Yeah, but then Shearer went back to his hometown club, didn't he? He went to Newcastle instead of coming.
Shearer broke every record there going and won the Premier League.
Yeah, but Tissier done bits, kept Southampton in the top flight.
Yeah, bruv, you done bits, but you should have left. Reason why you left, you didn't want to work hard enough. You couldn't do what you was doing.
Yeah, there is that, but there could have been a bit of sentimental value to it.
No, there weren't no sentimental value, bro.
You can't deny his ability, though. You can't deny his ability.
I've seen a lot of men like him still. I'm not having him. Bell, Shearer, Henry, yeah.
And obviously, Ronaldo was.
How's Ronaldo not got in there? I was thinking.
No, but that's what's meant to be on my right. So I've got to chop Bale and put Ronaldo in there because that's mad.
You forgot man to like you man like Birdcamp and them man there, you know. Oh,
No, I didn't forget Birdcamp, but okay, this is what I'm saying. It's horrible, isn't it?
Sticky, yeah. There's no right or wrong answer.
Stick 11. How do you work it?
Frenchie. So you've got what have you got? 4-4-2 in it. So you just got 2 up front.
And how did Drogba not get mentioned?
You know Drogba's coming in. Drogba's coming in.
Come on.
Of course Drogba's coming in. Come on.
What did he do exactly? Drogba didn't do nothing, man. Come on.
What?
Tender us. That's what I was saying, mate.
Anyway, Drogba on top and Van Nistelrooy for me.
Drog and Van Nistelrooy. The Predator. But did he do it? But it's a beast. But did Van Nistelrooy do it enough though? He's there for Man United for what, a couple of years? Yeah.
Like 4
Great.
years, isn't it?
Yeah, great fox in the box. All his goals used to come inside the 18-yard box. But yeah, they're serious. My front three.
Torres. Shit.
Yeah, Fernando.
Suarez.
Well, come on. My front three is Suarez, Drogba, and Ronaldo. Ronaldo at Man United, ridiculous. Only player to be World Player of the Year in the Premier League era. Drogba, the ultimate big game player. I don't know how you could not have Drogba in your team. If you want to win leagues or Champions Leagues or cups, you have to have Drogba. Shearer got all the goals, but you cannot tell me Shearer's all-round game is better than Drogba. And you can't tell me if you want a Champions League final and you know
that's
where Shearer comes in because Shearer's guaranteed more goals than Drogba.
Premier League
but what if
11?
Yeah, so Drogba gets in it. 100%.
I don't
over Shearer.
Henry gets in it. Shearer's got to get in it.
Well, he does get in your, but I prefer Drogba.
Shearer
I would put Wright before Drogba.
Who?
I put Wright before Drogba.
Yeah, right. No, you ain't.
You are buzzing. Didier Drogba, what a footballer!
No, but then
I remember watching the game, the Champions League.
Birdcamp as well.
Bergkamp, serious.
You see, all of this. This is down to preference. We're gonna go right in circle. 100%. All these guys are quality players.
100%.
So this is down to preference and formation.
But Shaq's mocking everyone's choices. This is what I'm saying. He's saying that. You know what I'm saying? It's like instigating the arguments because he's like, how you not get into? He's instigating the argument. This is what was I meant to do? The trolls back again, you know. The total troll.
Listen, like I said, there's no right or wrong answer. Shearer, I fucked with Shearer hard, but Drogba is just the ultimate big game player, you know. And when it comes to the big games, I remember watching a game with the Champions League final. I was with Frenchie. We were watching it
against Bayern.
Against Bayern, I remember Frenchie. No, I can't remember who was in the house, but someone said to me, "Yeah, Brian should win. What do you give the chances of Chelsea?" I said, "I give them a 30% chance."
Yeah,
reason being because of Drogba's playing. I said, as if Drogba wasn't there, they got no chance. Because he's there, Chelsea have some sort of chance. And he single-handedly, with Peter Cech, won the Champions League. The header, and he scored literally the last penalty of the kick. So, you know, Drogba, the ultimate big game player. He's literally just ruined centre-half's career. What he used to do to Jamie Carragher. And Jerry Carragher always tried it on Sky Sports.
Shearer used to put it on everyone now.
Not like Drogba, bro.
No, I don't.
Drogba ruined careers, bro. Drogba ruined careers.
Shearer's body of work is undeniable. I hate Shearer growing up, but you can't deny it. You look at it because if I'm going for my favourite players, then no one's even spoke about Fowler.
Yeah. Owen. Yeah. Fowler. Owen. Peak Owen.
Unbelievable.
Only Englishman to win a Ballon d'Or.
We can keep, like it's trying to weigh it up, isn't it? He's trying to weigh up the body and sort of the impact, and because Suarez was crazy for the season.
That's why I got him in the team.
For the time, he was
ridiculous. Like I've said, to me, Suarez is top 10 best strikers of all time. in my opinion. I think he's got a better career. He's got a better career than Henry, and I'll debate anybody. Over the body of work, Luis Suarez has a better career than Henry, club career than Henry. He's still scoring goals now.
Yeah, he's beasting. He won the league with Atletico.
Yeah, he's still doing. He's still a goal.
I broke my back.
What do you mean by that?
My back is broken.
What kind of random?
I didn't even mean to press that.
What happened there?
Thinking what?
if he wasn't that,
I didn't even mean to press that, but yeah,
that one kills me as well, you know.
it's final. Oh, shit. But yeah, it could be a lot. It's a lot. All right, 1906. What's your subs? You got to have 7 subs.
Okay, substitute keeper, Seaman.
Wow. And you
do you think Seaman's overrated?
Seaman in his day. Seaman had a period where nothing was going past him. I'm going Seaman in there rather than
the
Czech.
guy talking about Seaman and he's talking about Drogba. No,
I know. Man said Ian Wright. Man said Ian Wright is better than him, and the man drops in Seaman. You know?
Keep going, bro. Keep telling, bro.
And then I'm going Trent, Terry, Scholes.
Yeah.
Bale.
Yeah.
Ronaldo and Teddy Sheringham.
Teddy.
That's not the
Bad boy Teddy.
guy.
You must have put Ollie at the wheel soul show with him as well.
I did love Teddy, man. I did love Teddy.
All right, decent. Tobias, who's your subs?
Van der Sar.
Yeah.
Go on, what you say?
I was actually say 1906. Who's your manager?
Oh,
Premier League era.
Klopp. Sorry, was there an acoustic problem?
Tobias.
Van der Sar.
Yeah.
Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Vieira.
Yeah.
Lamps. Yaya.
Mm-hmm.
How many have I got left?
6. One more.
I've only got one more.
Yeah.
You can drop out of there. Drop Lamps.
No, sorry, 2. You got 2. Sorry, you got 2.
Yeah,
Sorry, you got 5. That was 5.
Bale and drugs.
Each toilet.
And I didn't.
Drogba's toilet.
How did I not?
I'll just write in there.
How did I not fit Makelele or Essien in that team? I can't believe it.
True.
No Bergkamp. Birdie.
No,
Bergkamp, bruv. Come on,
I know.
Birdie was.
And I know Suarez.
No Louis.
Sorry.
Where did all this midfield killed me, you know?
No, but you know what it is? You're just looking at Premier League era. If you look at like what they've done longevity, Suarez has to be in somewhere.
Yeah, he jumped in and out, didn't he?
Yeah, but if you look at Premier League,
Torres. No one's mentioned Fernando Torres.
The only striker. Rio will never admit it. The only striker that caused him all sorts was Nando. Nando caused Rio and Vidic all sorts. You can see their eyes; they didn't want it with him. But Rio was coming to Rio towards the end though. But yeah, Frenchie, subs.
Schmeichel or check. I'll go for.
Who do you have in goal? You had Schmeichel in goal, didn't you?
No. My starting 11, I had Van der Sar in goal.
Oh yeah, Van der Sar. That was it. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'll go for Schmeichel in goal. Second keeper,
Yeah.
Rio. Evra.
Patrice, I forgot about him. He's the only one who could rival Ashley. Only one. His body of work is ridiculous.
I'll go. I have Suarez.
Yeah.
How many is that? That's 4, isn't it?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Bergkamp.
Yeah.
2 more, yeah, I got.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more.
Gareth Bell. And yeah.
Who's your manager?
Woo! Who did that? You know what? I go for Fergie, mate. Come on, mate.
So you got Klopp, Fergie. All right. Tobias, who's your subs?
Yeah, I've said my sub, my guy.
You see subs. Oh, yeah, you see subs. All right.
I ain't said my manager, but I don't need to.
Oh,
say
your
my
manager. That was it.
I think I heard your manager.
We know his manager, innit?
Yeah, just forget it. Innit?
Arsene Wenger. Oh, mate. All right. My subs are, I couldn't get a sub goalkeeper on this. I've got no sub goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I thought we were playing
That's
proper
rules.
thing.
That's rules.
Right.
You have to sacrifice because.
Come on. You have to have a goalkeeper defensive midfielder.
Robert doesn't make the bench then. So I've got Peter Cech as my sub goalkeeper, Shearer, David Silva, Terry, Bergkamp, Salah, and Bell. Robin doesn't make it just. There's a toss-up between them. I think Robin's had the better career, but Bell, Bell was stupid.
I understand why you put Bell in front of Robin, because when Bell hit the Prem with a storm,
Bell was stupid. Bell was stupid. Bell was stupid. Bell was making the Prem look easy. He was getting the ball running from his own half, smashing them top corner and that. Against everyone. Everyone was getting it.
I was always wondering when's it going to end, but it didn't. He just got better.
He just got better and better. He just got better and better.
You know when I realised he's what he done to Maicon.
Oh yeah, killed Maicon's career.
Maicon wasn't flow.
Michael was one of the best.
Right back to the world at that point. Oh my god!
Well,
I was trying to deny Bale for the longest time.
Yeah, you couldn't after that.
After what he done to Michael, I was like, you know what, just forget
it. Yeah.
Oh mate, yeah, but that's mine. All right, so we've got to now narrow it down. We've got to try and guess. No, not try and guess, but try and debate or try and come to agreement.
I don't think we ever will. So I think we move on from that.
What was the most popular keeper? Who was the popular keeper?
That's what I'm saying. Most popular keeper was Schmeichel. Okay. Most popular midfield player was Gerrard.
Defense.
Rio was the most popular.
Yeah, but position-wise, who like Gary got how many? Gary got 2.
So Gary got 1.
Let's go for the positions here that we are 100% that there's no debate.
So you got Peter Schmeichel.
Like in goal. Yeah.
You got Peter Schmeichel.
Left back Ashley Cole.
Yeah, Rio, Ashley. So now you've got to get a partner with Rio. If he was going to partner someone with Rio 1906.
So what
are we doing this in terms of favoritism or in terms of like bull?
No, we've got to do it with the teams that have been given, isn't it?
Yeah, we've given. So you've got Gallas, Desai. You've got Company.
No, Gallas was the right back, wasn't he?
Gallas was a right back. Desai. You've got Terry.
Or Company.
So Desai,
Terry or Company.
Yeah.
All right. Company for me. Out of that.
Yeah, Desai, Terrier, Company. All right, Company.
And you can't go for who you went for originally.
Yeah, Company.
Okay. So Desai, Company, and who? Terry. I can't go Terry, so Company.
Yeah, I guess it's Company because I had
Company.
Terry on my thing.
Yeah, all right, Company goes in there. All right, so we've got Ashley Cole, Company.
So really and truly, though, how did that work? If I had Terry and Nico had Terry, then Terry gets majority, you know?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
True,
Yeah.
true.
So Terry, Rio, Ashley's right back now. Personally, I think Gary Neville should go in there because of the body of work. I think Gary Neville's got to go in there. If you've got to go by body of work and consistency, and he was a good right back.
I can't deny. I'm not going to deny having him in. So I'll go Gary.
Like honorable mention to like Aspilicueta. Peak Aspilicueta was ledge. Pablo Zabaleta was ledge. But I think Gary Neville.
Gary will edge it, man. Gary done this for the longest, man.
Yeah. So you got
honorable mention to Paul Parker.
Man, like Paul, you know.
Oh,
Paul. Paul Parker loves to run his mouth, and he comes out with some mad shouts, you know.
Oh gosh.
But yeah, Peter Schmeichel, Gary Neville, Rio, Terry, Ashley Cole. Well, most 2 out of 4 had Gerrard, so Gerrard's got to go in. So you said Keane, Scholes. I had Scholes as well, so Scholes has got to go in.
Scholes got the most because I got Scholes in there as well.
Yeah, so 3 for Scholes, 2 for
He's on the
Gerrard.
bench. Give him that. Go on.
So then it's the 1.
So it's the 1.
No,
Makalele's in. Makalele's in because I had Makalele and so is Frenchie.
So Makalele gets in there.
So Makalele gets in. So Makalele. So you've got Gary Neville, Rio, Terry, Ashley Cole, Peter Cech, Makalele, Scholes, Gerrard, striker. Drogba gets in because me and Frenchie had Drogba.
Yeah, but me and OG had Shearer.
We had Shearer. What formation we're doing this?
4-3-3.
That was the most popular formation.
Yeah. All right, we'll go Shearer because of the body of work. If you're gonna go, yeah, Shearer. All right. So I had Ronaldo and Luis Suarez. Frenchie, you had Van Nistelrooy. You had 2. You had Van Nistelrooy and Drogba. Tobias, you had
Ronaldo, Shearer, and
I got Ronaldo. 1906. So you had Mo. So Shearer. So Henry and Ronaldo go in because I had 2. So
there's the team then.
Henry and Ronaldo.
It wasn't that bad.
Yes. All right. So you got Gary Neville, Rio, Terry, Ashley Cole as your defense with Peter Schmeichel as the goalkeeper. Makalele, Scholes, Gerrard, Shearer, Ronaldo, and Henry.
Yeah, that's
a serious team to be fair.
I think we all agree that 2010 seems like the best era.
100%. It shows.
Yeah.
It shows.
That's where you're looking at getting most of the players from.
All right. So if you said 5 years from now, if De Bruyne keeps on going on, does he test this midfield?
5 years, is De Bruyne gonna be?
Next couple of years, if he keeps on going, if he retires, do you think he can touch this midfield?
It's mad, isn't it? Because we're looking at, if you start looking at the titles that he potentially could have won by that time.
Yeah,
you've got to be an argument to put him in there.
But I don't want to go too much about it because I don't want the time. But do you think it's a generational thing as well? So if you say a younger person done this between say 18 and 21,
definitely Pogba would be in there.
True.
Yeah, so Pogba there. De Bruyne will definitely be in there. Salah will definitely be in there. Van Dijk will be in there. So it is a generational thing. But saying Yeah, but saying that, Salah's the only one when his career's finished, he's at Liverpool, can touch this could mostly break this front three. Because I think the body of work.
Breaking records as he goes. Every week he's breaking a record, isn't he? So yeah.
100%. But I look at that front three. Salah at his peak, is he better than Henry and Ronaldo? I don't think he is. I don't think he is. If you're going by who is the better footballer, if you go by goals, he might break Henry's record. I don't think he beats Ronaldo. But if you,
that's all you want, though, isn't it?
But no, the problem is that we've already established that the best era was between 2000 and 2010.
Yeah, 100%. The best defenders were there. The best strikers were there.
If you got the better players there at that point, then he can't, can he? If that's how you're evaluating it, if you know what I mean.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We evaluate as maybe because our age group, but a younger person might be a big Salah fan, will disagree and argue with his point.
Yeah, but
because they won't have seen the players, though, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying.
But we have the chance of seeing both. So
yeah, we might be more biased because we've been watching them and we were younger at that time.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? It's true. We'll be more biased.
We are, but we're not, if you know what I mean. But then
OG
will say the same. OG will start reeling off players that we've never heard of and can say that.
and he will say them guys are better. So
Do you remember Mick Shannon?
Nah.
You know what? Yeah, the names that OG pulls out is the same as my father-in-law. Oh my god, he pulls out names, from people in the 60s and 70s.
Oh wow!
And expects me to know, and I'm looking at him like.
but when you lot start, yeah. There was that young Israeli boy when he was all 15 and he was kicking ball for whatever team in the ghetto, and he's come through, and now he's playing for Brentford at the back and all that kind of nonsense. And I'm like, it ain't talking about.
Yeah. So it's mad. So I do feel it's a generational thing. It'd be interesting if we had
Tooting and Mitchum last week. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's mad.
Antonio.
It's mad. I do think it's a generational thing. If you had someone who's young, 18 to 21, they're all completely different.
OG, would you put people like George Best in there?
George Best?
Yeah.
Without a doubt.
And then
George Best, Charlie George,
Kenny
Dalglish,
Keegan.
Hold on, you're United. Mark Hughes.
Yeah,
Brian Robson.
Robson in there. Koppel.
Forgot about
Koppel.
I didn't forget.
Steve Koppel was a winger.
Yeah.
Socks down, flying down the flank.
Who's the one who died recently? He played for QPR as well. He played for AC Milan. Legend in Italy. Is it Peacock? Not Peacock. Who's the other? Who is it? Started with P.
I thought you were going to say Gavin Peacock.
No. He played for AC Milan. Played for Man United and QPR. Played QPR towards the end. Had a bald head back in the day as well.
There was all bald back in the day.
You know what I'm talking about? That's doing my head in. Man United, he played for AC Milan, absolute legend at AC Milan. And that's when AC Milan were AC Milan, the biggest club in Italy. What was his name? And then he went to QPR.
English guy.
English. And he died. He's died now. He had a bit of a drink problem. It can't be.
No, I can picture him.
People, if you're watching this in the comments, please put that in the comments because I can't remember his name.
Beginning with P.
He played, I don't know if it's P, but he played for AC Milan. He played for Man United, AC Milan, and QPR.
And he died.
What is his name? He not died recently, but he died. I think he had alcohol problems.
All of them had alcohol problems, and all of them are probably borderline brown bread by now.
They're drinking
that was the culture, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, that is all right,
then
guys.
You're looking at Greaves. I was watching the documentary on Greavesy. Bro, he was an absolute goal machine.
Yep.
Jimmy Greaves was on different levels. And you're looking at the pitches they were playing on, like obviously taking the drinking culture. These that wasn't fit.
Yeah.
Smoking fags at half time. No,
there was no health coach.
Madness.
It's mad.
Greavesy was doing all sorts, mate. I'm telling you, Greavesy was banging him in Italy.
Mad. But yeah, guys, that was Real Talk Football TV's podcast, Football Premier League Era XI. If you lot want to get involved, put in the comments, see how your team compares to ours. Be interested in the younger viewers if they've got a different perspective. Are we just like these old guys thinking that that 2010 era is the best? I'd like to hear you, man, and see what you lot are saying. But like I said, guys, like, comment, subscribe. You'll see us. We'll have some more content soon. 906, you got anything to say?
Lampard to Norwich.
Stevie G at Villa. We didn't even talk about that. Got
There
mad.
you go. That's another show. That's another show. We've got Lampard to Norwich, Stevie G. Frenchie, you got anything to say? This guy. I don't think he's got anything to say. I don't think he's got anything to say. Guys, we are Real Talk Football. We are Real Talk Football. We are Real Talk Football TV. Hashtag Oli in. We are
Club
out.
out, my guy. That's